Hey, this is John from Snake River Fly. Here to showcase a new product and a style of fly tying that's maybe not quite as well known. Kind of locally, I'm known as a weaver. I tie a lot of woven bugs, and so I'm going to be featuring a product called weevil hair. And I'm going to weave with it and show you kind of what I'm doing. I'm going to start off with a fly called a Mackay Special. Mackay Special was invented by a guy named A. Schinderling. He was out of Arco. At least his side of the family claims he did it. Some of the other members of the family claim somebody else did it. Whatever. And I love this fly. It's a very effective fly on the Big Lost, but it also fishes really well on the South Fork of the Snake. I fished it on the South Fork of the Boise. I finished it in the Hank on the Middle Fork. So whatever, it fishes. It's a great fly. It's a 3 material fly. This is just embroidery floss. Got it from Walmart, I'm sure, Hobby Lobby or somewhere. Then I'm gonna have a piece of a saddle and then a piece of that weevil hair. And let's take a shot of this. So we're gonna tie in our, excuse me, our embroidery floss, hackle, and grab a chunk of this weevil hair. Traditionally, this is tied with horse, but this weevil hair, I've played with it a little bit. It weaves up just beautifully. It's a synthetic fiber, so it sheds the water a little bit better than the horse does. Match my ends up a little better. I like to tie this in up near the head of, about 1/8 of the way back down the shank. Just give myself an even body. Come on, you. There we go. It's a little slicker than what I'm used to, but it works really well. Let's throw a quick half hitch in there because for some reason I bust this off a lot. So what I'm doing for the body on this fly is it is a pot style weave. Franz Potts out of Montana had the sandy mite type flies, and he invented this weave for his fly bodies. So it's a pretty easy weave. I'm gonna grab my hackle and my weevil hair in this hand, and I'm gonna have my embroidery floss just hanging. And I just got my threads just hanging out of the way. Excuse me, I'm sorry. So this weave is actually very simple. Grab your material and you go over the body. Then I grab my material and I come around the body. I come around the material. I go over the body, trying not to, you see that hackle fibers are starting to stand. And the reason I'm doing this to begin with the hackle inside the fibers is I want to protect that stem so that this fly stays together for me and the hackle doesn't just come off. Okay, so now I'm gonna, and this is how I do the entire body. So I'm gonna try and turn this so it's a little easier view for y'all. So there, and wrap around. Cinch it tight. Come again, around the body, around the hair. Around the body, around the hair, around the body, around the hair, around the body, around the hair. And we're gonna get one more. Around the body, around the hair. Okay. All right. Now, if you noticed, before I lock this in, I can grab this body with my fingers and I can put that stripe wherever I want it. I like the stripe across the bottom. That's the traditional way of this fly. Pinch everything off. Excuse me, geez. A frog in my throat today. There we go. All right, let's secure it in. Come in here. grab out my hackle, like so. Pop that stem. All right, so now I'm left with this. I like my wing just a touch longer than my body when I do these. So I'll come in there and cut that out. Bring that in down the bottom. Come on, you. I missed one. Where's that random? There it is. Random here. Tie off that embroidery floss. Okay, now the original calls for this wing to be split and to be upright. So grab my material, split it in half, just pull it to the sides. I'm just going to come in and do an X wrap in here, an X wrap there, pull those back. Grab any randos, build up a little bit of a head to help it stand. Looks like I need a few more of those reinforcement in there. And we finish this bad boy off. Down. There you have it. You got a wing. I got a nice stripe down the belly of the fly, and then you got your top. So this fly is a great fly. I like to fish it 3 ways. I fish it wet, I fish it dry, and I skitter it. Fish it wet, I put it behind a nymph, a bead-headed nymph, and I'll drag it down the bottom like I would any other nymph. You can also gink it up, toss it up, let it float down in, and play Jaws versus the water skier. It's great fun. And then on some days when the fish are a little more aggressive, this works great as a skitter fly. Toss it out, tuck your rod under, and just start pulling. Get that thing chugging across the surface, getting a little wake, and it gets grabbed. I've been told this is supposed to imitate a crane fly. Apparently that's what they do. I think it looks more golden stone, but hey, what do I know?
What would you say is one point about the weave that's the most important? Like anybody that's getting into it.
Okay, that's a good question, Brandon. I'm gonna tie in just another one and show you the most important part of the weave. Because I can tell you, the trick is constant tension. And it's constant tension on your hair material. If you let go of your hair material ever, your weave is going to fall apart. So when I do this body weave, you'll notice I never let go of this material. You can let your belly weave drop, hang, do whatever you want with it, but don't let go of this guy. Because if you do, let me get a couple wraps built. Get a couple wraps built. If I let go of that, it starts unraveling. So as long as you keep constant tension on your material that you're weaving, your weave's going to turn out good. And you can use, the weevil hair works really great, but you can use, I weave a fly with peacock curl. As long as you keep that body material tight, you're going to get a good weave.